Hey Internet, what is up? Welcome back to the Type QQ channel as we look to finish up Murasaki here with Stage 5, Hope Field. With Senor Blue, we know how it is. And we had discussed previously that, this game has some secrets it doesn't necessarily uphold, reveal. There's a word there that escapes me. Regardless, there are secrets there, and I guess that should be self-evident of how secretive they are when they don't particularly explain them right there. However, this is probably one of the more secretive areas, which makes sense. But like I was saying, how kind of cool this game is that, you can kind of play your game to whatever difficulty you want. You can kind of find out all these secrets by kind of checking out other videos or, forums, or just kind of going, well, what if I do this instead? Other than just go hog wild and blow up everything. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. Do a little bit of, make the game a little harder just to see what would happen. As you can also see, we also have unlocked Dorito bombs as well. These sort of introducing now yellow, which is kind of interesting considering they react a lot faster than they do. Or they react a lot faster than the other colors do. So, in one hand, cool. We got some new bombs. On the not so great side, it's another color that's only going to work with that color. And here's part of the weirdness that we're going to fulfill in this area. Previously, we had played a couple times in this. We've played this last level a couple times, and what we find out is that we see maybe like 4 mini bosses, these musical instruments, beat the snot out of them, and then you find a final boss. Believe it or not, who just kind of sits there and lets you beat it up, and then the game just kind of ends unceremoniously without credits, which is the kind of the weird thing. Like you beat the game, you guess, it's not, you don't even get a bad ending. You just kind of get restart out of the 5th level. So immediately I'm kind of like, so what do we do? Much like a lot of the attacks in this game, they are time sensitive, so they can only, react to you, or they can only attack you for so long. So I was thinking, so what do we do? Do we just not attack anything or any of the bosses until something happens? And that's pretty much where we kind of accidentally find out exactly what we need to do. I mean, granted that the mini bosses, these sort of musical instruments, do not stick around for very long. In fact, they kind of heal you after you sort of survive their onslaught. Here we are to the final boss, a mere sick woman, maybe little girl playing the piano. You can get real close to her, activate this annoying sound, and she finally attacks. Otherwise, she just kind of send out these really sort of lazy bullets that you can kind of see kind of look like tree leaves, these sort of bam, like that, they're like little nonsense. But you can see now that we're not attacking her per se, proccing her to attack back, getting real close. These, we can see Cello Girl or whoever she was is now actually entered the battle, if you call it such. Well, if it does become a battle, it certainly will be with all these bombs, right? So here we are. Now we got El Guitaro. And we're kind of getting warm with the idea of actually attacking now, because you can tell now that you hit that orange bomb, and it goes and it spreads out to all of them, particularly to the bosses. So here comes the violin girl as well. So although I wasn't particularly 100% sure if this is what we had to do, I felt this was at least a better result, or at least a different, it was a different result than what we were getting previously. So I was like, sure, I guess we'll go with this. What happens when we bring him to the show, and then just start attacking him. So You know, certainly this is a little bit more challenging than it was prior. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage there to show you of what it was before, but you can kind of tell. It was just those sort of wimpy leave bullets that just sort of hung around, did nothing. And particularly when you get dialogue like this, it's kind of, okay, good. We did something right. But, you know, hey, play the game how you want. That's what I think is kind of the charming thing of this game. However, now you know it's on when the screen starts cracking and breaking. Now the shit is on. And she doesn't look so sick anymore. Maybe she's revitalized with the concept of, or with the possibility of murdering a young blue boy. Has filled her life with vigor. And maybe that's what was getting her down the whole time, was just the sheer lack of murder in her life. And like, why exist if I can't just relentlessly snuff out life? Am I right? So far, so good. And actually here at the end you can tell, introduced big green bombs as well. So, they seem to be a bit clunky, a bit slow. Oh shit. We can see this from a mile away that we are in Bomb City. Excuse me. Almost. Well, isn't it kind of weird that we do have those sort of red spiral, in other games would be called bombs, but then we also have these sort of ricochet bombs that are that we need to worry about as well, kind of shooting around the screen like billiard cues, you know. So many bombs. A lot of green ones, though. You can see they are, although they're not actually particularly slow. I thought they were just slow from that one interaction there, but you can see they're huge as well. When they're set off, they are huge. And you can tell here, I mean, you know, as much as we may have wasted a larger part of those, but did a good amount of damage. And they can clump in there and take all this damage all they would like. That's perfectly fine with me. Not sitting at a ton of health ourselves, so the fact that this is some sort of late game strategy on their part pleases me immensely. A little terrified that was our last bomb and they're gaining health, so hold on to our asses, right? This might get sticky, as does anything with asses, right? No, just me. All right, got through that. Oh, excuse me. As the tension of this final battle has just for a moment, you know, made me forget how to breathe. And you best believe we are not touching the fuck out of that. Holy shit. You know, maybe in the future, but we gotta dunk the game first and then worrying about how we're going to do it, you know. We're gonna do the windmill. We're gonna do it behind the back. Nah, we're just gonna, what? Maybe the slam dunk, you know, metaphor wasn't the best. Maybe we should just do a layup first. And then we can worry about the fucking slam dunk. That's probably more accurate of a metaphor. Make the free throw shot, then worry about the Air Jordan. Yeah, this is getting real scary. Look at how much health she has compared to our... Maybe we didn't do this right, you know? Considering all the fucking health she has. Or is it each gremlin here? Each one of these music class nerds. Get out of here, nerd. If we can, I would say, activate on her wings. Although it does not appear that her wings are bullets. You figure that these big white wings would be concentrated bullets. I don't believe they are. Or at least ones that you can cancel out. Oh shit, okay. Very well. And there they were, just a pile of instruments. And certainly a better ending, at least like, cinematically, like a little movie scene, than we have been getting. So we did something right there. Maybe not everything, but at least something. And we are granted a strange and confusing end cutscene, which I won't get into too much. But I will say a couple things real quick. This will be the end of the Murasaki playthrough for the time being. We're going to move on to something a bit more summer-like, which is radical for me to say, because it seems so strange now that the channel's been around for, at least a few summers, that I'm like, wait a second, this is strange that I'm saying, oh my god, let's do some more summer caravan shit, motherfucker, it's great, it's great. I'm like, wow, our channel is really that old that at least this is the second annual summer caravan shit we're going to do. Hell fucking yes. So we're going to do some summer caravan. If you don't know what that is, buckle your ass in, we're going to do it. And the other thing I wanted to mention, I've got merchandise. Isn't that fucking weird? So if you by some weird chance want a stupid shirt, and also have to explain what the stupid shirt is about to every jerk that you see on the street going, what's up with your stupid shirt? Yeah, that's some stupid jerk online. And they're like, wow, okay, well, I guess we'll never be friends. So if that's something that you need in your life, there should be a link in the description below. Check that out. Waste your money. Or don't. But do. Waste your money. It helps out me and my friends. There's also all kinds of cool stuff there. Also, I suppose there is a third piece of news as well, as the credits are rolling by here. I'm going to be live streaming on the Gamebound channel Friday the 6th, I think, yes, Friday the 6th, 2018, for those who are now watching this deep in the future. Don't worry about it. I don't know what we're going to be playing, probably party games. Probably saying some awful stuff. You know how it is. And everyone lived ever after. Well, until you don't. So yeah, come check out me live stream, make fun of my friends to their faces. Because I ain't no baby. All that. Buy shirts. Expect caravans. I'm going to be live streaming. And that was the end of Murasaki. Alright guys, that's going to be it. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff. We'll come back and play some more Caravan in the future.